So here I am in Highgate Cemetery. Thought I'd take an afternoon. Currently it's open. But it's coming up to Christmas, so I'm not sure what the opening hours will be over Christmas period. I purchased this is for the famous side of the Highgate Cemetery. I purchased a little brochure. Tells you all about cemetery, who's buried in there. I'm particularly looking for certain people. Lots of famous people are buried here. And I have my piece of paper for me to find out who they are and where they are. I haven't got a clue where to start. So the people in particular I'm looking for are Douglas Adams. He's the author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Get out of the... He was born 1952 to 2001. And I particularly want to see his grave. That's what I'm here for, really. So some other graves that I'm going to look for is Patrick Caulfield, who's a pop artist. George Elliot, the novelist. William Friese Greene, he's a portrait photographer and inventor. Okay, so what I'm looking for is Douglas Adams. He's the author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've got my piece of paper here, all the people that I want to try, graves I want to try and find. Yes, he's the author of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He died in 2001 from a heart attack. And people say that on the 12th of May, his famous fans, or his... 12th of May, his fans all wear scarves in honour of him, so that just keeps his memory alive. I'm looking for Patrick Caulfield, the pop artist, died in 2005. George Elliot, the novelist, died in 1880. Anna Mahler, the Austrian sculptor. She's the daughter of the composer Gustav Mahler. I think that's how you say it. And of course the famous Malcolm McLaren, the rock star, clothes designer and boutique owner. Also there's the Fireman's Corner and the Commonwealth War Graves. And of course the person that's probably one of the most famous people here is Karl Marx, the political philosopher, who died in 1883. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick myself up a guide. It's like a map, tells you who's about in the cemetery and what graves look up on my journeys around the graveyard. George Micheal was buried here, so apparently the grave is secret, so I don't know whether we'll have any idea if we find it. So yeah, so that's my basic. So I've picked up my Highgate Cemetery East map. Hopefully it's easy to read. Easy to read. So this is Philip Gould, Labour peer and strategist. There we go, there's Anna Mailer, the sculptor, 1904 to 1988, the daughter of Gustav. At the grave of Jim Stanford. If you look carefully at the two penguins on the bottom, you've got the word partner in a cloud at the top. And you'll notice that the partner can be changed to partners. Put an S on the end. Bit of information for you there. So, Jim Stanford Horn, he was an avid reader. He was an avid reader, but not a partner in the firm. It's quite funny, actually. I like that. And then we have Corin Redgrave. And he was an actor and political activist. Died in 2010. There we go. And then we have Douglas Adams, the writer, died in 2001, who I was looking for. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And as you can see, people put a flower pot and to put your pen, so I'm going to put my pen in there in honour of him. There you go, that's my pen in there. So as you can see, it's quite a big cemetery. It forks off two directions, it goes on a complete loop. We have Dr. Tom Margerson. He was a journalist, media pioneer and founder of The New Scientist. I remember reading The New Scientist. We'll move on. This is Francis Elgar. Died in 1909. He was the first professor of naval architecture in Britain. Lucian Strick, a poet, died in 2013. A Zen translator and a teacher. It just gives you an idea how big this cemetery was. It was laying derelict, and then in the 1970s a charity took it over and brought it back to a place where people could visit the famous graves. Here we have Karl Marx. Died in 1883. A German political philosopher and a revolutionary socialist. Very imposing gravesite. There we go. We have Arthur Joseph Lockett. Died 1901. Hey, you found him, Malcolm McLaren. So he died in 2010. Impresario, rock artist, clothes designer and boutique owner. I quite like this grave actually. It just says it, doesn't it? It says it all. And then next to him we've got, because I come from Essex, Southend-on-Sea, Essex, we've got this grave for a Jeff Upton, saying he was a witty, wise and wonderful man, and on it says Canvey Island to the Czech Republic. So Canvey Island's only 10-15 minute drive from me. Okay. Interesting just to see that, a Canvey Island next to Malcolm McLaren. Interesting. And we found Jeremy Beadle's grave. Died in 2008, TV presenter, writer and producer. It's a bit muddy. Let's see if I can go closer. You can't quite see it clearly, the writing on it, but it gives you an idea. It's quite a nice grave actually. I'm pleased I found that.